Okay, baby. You're hitting them corners too fast. You need to slow this motherfucker down. You understand? I almost spilled my yak on this $200 suit.
This video is a long one. Feel free to put it on in the background like a podcast or something, and please take advantage of the timestamps below.
Had to get the yum yum sauce. Hello everyone, hi. My first sit down video in a while. I'm still trying to figure out, what do y'all think about this background as far as like my background in filming? Cause like in my old videos, like at the old house, like I purposely had that tapestry right there because my desk was right there, so it was the perfect kind of like background. But this, like, what do y'all think about this? Like I'm currently sitting on my living room floor, so I have my chairs right here behind me. And like I have that background. Maybe I could like center a little bit. Yeah, because I kind of want that light to show a little bit. So is that better? And then I could also change the color of the main lights behind me. What are we feeling for right now? Let's see, how do we feel about an orange? Okay, let's do orange on both sides. See, I don't know, it might be a little too dark. Let's just go back to the regular light now. Anyway, I keep forgetting to do an intro. I don't know what's wrong with me. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I hope you consider hitting that subscribe button and also hitting that bell notification so that every single time I post, you'll be notified, which is hopefully every Sunday.
JK, I'm actually moving my posting date to Monday.
So let's get a good pour. Little ASMR for you. That just got in my food. Crisp, real nice. Anywho, you read the title, you know what we're getting into today, a little bit of a mukbang. Oh, let me tell you what I have for food first though. Invasion brand fried rice and Signature Select pot stickers. And then for the bev, we're drinking an olipop lemon lime. All right, let's take a first bite. Let's see how I feel about this rice. I've just been craving like Chinese food for a while, and I was gonna order out, but I was like, I have it at home. Let me stop spending money all willy-nilly. All right, here we go. Here's the fried rice. That ain't too bad. I will say though, I did just get a bite that was like covered in yum yum sauce, so that could be helping it, but it tastes fine to me. Would I have preferred to order out? Probably, but I'm trying to chill out now with the spending. I feel like I've been doing a lot of spending since I moved in, which is, I've been here. It's recently just June. Happy Pride Month, everybody.
You know, hi gay.
June, so I moved in February, March, April, May, June. Oh my God, 5 months I've been here. Is something falling? Lord, I don't need nothing else to fall. That is so good, oh my God. Oh, I'm so happy I have a big bag of these. That's delicious. I just had something fall in the kitchen and I had on my headphones, so I didn't hear a thing, which is probably not good. I know, it's probably not good. But I don't need nothing else to fall. I definitely think that eventually whenever I do move out, I do want to try and get most of my security deposit back. So I will be trying to fill in a bunch of holes and stuff. But now, let's calm down now. These walls are cheap. I don't know why I'm whispering as if the rental office is going to hear me. But they probably know it. Look, you know, not to complain, I am very grateful that I found a place that like is a very nice structure-wise. It's got good bones. But look, this ain't no high rise in the sky now. It definitely has its it has all the makings and all the charm of your like quintessential first apartment. Like it's nice, but you know, I think in a few years when you look back you'll be like, oh my God, what a place. Dinner is hitting. So what's new with you guys? What's going on, friends? You would think I would have topics to actually talk about. I should have wrote some down. Let's see what's new with me. Well, this is about my 3rd video that I filmed with this camera. And that's really exciting. I'm actually like fully investing into my content creation career. I don't know if I said this For context, for reference, hopefully if I can post everything in time. In last week's vlog, when I said, oh, I think I'm gonna film something, this is the something that I filmed. I have the camera, I have the MacBook Air, I got the SD cards, I got the batteries, I got the SD card reader. Like, I'm putting in all this money, and so now it's time to like get serious about it. And you know, I don't know if I'm serious enough to like quit my, actually no, I know I'm not serious enough to quit my my daytime job. The bills still gotta get paid. But I think the more you invest in yourself, the more confident you become with your stuff. And there still are a few more investments I feel like I could make. But I think for now, where I'm at with the investments I've made and like what I've been doing, I feel like I'm in a good place. So it's just that like pressure to keep doing it and to do it even sometimes when you're not mentally at your best. Because I will admit, like during the time that I was taking a break from content creation, I won't say it was kind of like, I was super lazy with it, but I kind of like relished in the idea that like, no one is expecting any content from me and, you know, I can just not do anything. But I want to get back to it. But you know what's crazy though? And I think I said this in last week's vlog, but for as inconsistent as I was here.
Consistent, and you have a communications degree, let's be FFR.
On my TikTok, I'm cranking them out, man. If you have a TikTok and you want to follow me, don't be shy. I don't know, it's just like, it's like easier to make videos on there because you can do it on your phone. Whereas though here, long form videos, I gotta sit down, gotta take the footage from here to put on the computer, gotta, you know, sit down and edit it. It's usually at least, you know, from before, I would sit down and edit like an hour's worth of footage sometimes. And I'm like, holy Toledo. TikTok is a little more manageable. I feel like maybe I used to create content on Instagram. Not really. I would use Instagram as a sharing platform, and I still do. Like when I post a new video or something, I'll reshare it on there. But I think I'm gonna reclaim, I'm reclaiming it as my personal platform. Only because like, I don't know. I feel like with Instagram mainly, it was really easy for me to get caught up in like numbers. And like, if I posted something, you know, and I wasn't getting the numbers that I wanted back, oh, not it's about to die. Do I need a new battery? Oh my God, it's gonna die soon. I gotta change my battery.
It's intermission time.
Okay, we're good, we're good. I'm just happy I saw it before it actually cut off. And if I was in the middle of something, that would have been very humbling. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about my social media. Yeah, I'm kind of taking back Instagram just because I kind of enjoy it more. Like, okay, like I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, like when I post something, I do expect some type of feedback in the form of like number of likes and comments. But when I was posting on there and using the tags to kind of like spread my brand, that was humbling to say the least, because it wouldn't happen. I'd flop. It would be a flop. And honestly, like, I don't know. I think in terms of content creation, you have to think about like what your strong suit is. I was about to phrase it as like pictures aren't my strong suit, but like, I mean, you gotta be kidding me. That's just not how I convey my content. I'm a visual type of person. I like to talk, I like to run my mouth. I like to kiki with the girls, and I can't do that doing pictures, you know what I'm saying? I do know though that Instagram, the way their algorithm is, they're always trying to change up the way their app is interacted with, but you know, if you post a reel on there, your content will be shared more, but I don't know. I just don't really vibe with Instagram as a platform for content creation. As far as like sharing pictures and stuff, yes, absolutely. But content creation for me, at least on Instagram, is like, it's not going to give what I need to give. So that's that. What else can we talk about? Let's talk about, let's get vulnerable. No, it's not vulnerable, but let's just get real honest for a second. Well, it is kind of vulnerable. So sometimes I will have dreams with my mom, and then like most recently I had a dream with my mom. And it was weird. It was like me and my mom, me and my brother, we went to go visit her in the hospital. This was not like her recent, you know, kind of last hospital visit. I think in the dream she had just broken her leg, and so we were, and she was getting checked out, so we were coming to bring her back. And my brother went to go get the car, and I was sitting there talking to her because I think she was like signing a thank you card to the staff before she left. And I was telling her, I was like, yeah, like it's just so stressful because like now I'm the one that has to like do all of our like vacation stuff because like in a few weeks I'm going down to Virginia Beach. One of my cousins is having a graduation party, and so me and my grandmother are trying to plan it. And my mom was she's the hotel person. She'll get us the tickets for things. She'll figure all that stuff out. But now I have to do it, or at least I have to work with my grandmother to do it. And it's like, it's just so stressful because I don't know if I'm choosing the right space. Like I'm freaking out about the hotel reviews and all this stuff. And she was just like telling me like, you know, like calm down, like it'll be fine. Just make sure you have all the information you need before you like, you know, before you make any decisions. And so I woke up the next day thinking about that dream. And it was funny because I was trying to like text my grandmother about like what train ticket to buy. And I lied to y'all not. Right as I was about to check out and make a purchase, my grandmother texted me and was like, remember, we're taking the train to this location. I was like, oh my God, my mom was right. Like I need to make sure I have all the information before I like keep making decisions. And it was just like, you know, it's moments like that. And I have had many dreams with her in them, kind of like with that same kind of message or vibe of like, you know, me talking to her about something going on now and her just giving me advice. And I'm like, that's real nice. That, you know, it feels nice to still feel connected to that person. So that's real nice. And I want to know if anyone, if you've lost someone, especially someone close to you, do you have those moments as well? All right, everyone breathe. We're done talking about the heavy topics, I think. I kind of want something sweet at the dinner. I unfortunately have fallen victim to Go Puff. I told myself I would never buy it. I would never get the app, and here I am. But what do I want though? I'm a really big fan of Ben & Jerry's strawberry cheesecake, but I don't know. No, I think I have like a pudding cup or something here. I'm always given to the temptation of wanting something sweet, unfortunately. Actually, you know what? Speaking of, talk about my situation right now. And I feel like I can share it because honestly, I don't know. I don't say it's not that big of a deal to me because then people are gonna think that I'm like being like insensitive or like I'm being unserious about it, but I don't know. But anyway, listen. So I went to the doctor, right? And she basically told me like I had been diagnosed with prediabetes. And I have a whole discourse about doctors and actually, no, I'm gonna go into it. Now, let me first say this. I love the medical field. I stand with y'all. Y'all were our frontline folks during the pandemic, and there is simply not enough thank you for what y'all have seen and been through and probably been told. So, you know, I stand with y'all. I want to talk to you, my primary care now. I just feel like there's several parts I think about when it comes to primary care physicians, because I always hear just bad stories about them. And in my situation, so when she told me that, she said, I'll send you some notes. First of all, our appointment went by really quickly. And I know you're busy, but just like every other patient you have to see here, I am also paying for insurance. So I also am gonna need your time. I feel like she was rushing me along. Whereas though in comparison to my OBGYN, I went to her. So I had these appointments on the same day. I go to my OBGYN and she's taking her time. Like, you know, she's really trying to talk to me and get to know me and stuff and having conversations with me. And that could be just because of the nature of her work, but I still feel like, I want to be given the time, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. My problem was not the changes she wanted me to make, kind of. Actually, yes, because one of the things she said was like, you need to eat more eggs and more avocados. Like just as an example. And this is where my problem is that if we had a conversation, if she had opened up a line of dialogue, she would be able to ask me about my lifestyle and what I do and do not eat and like, you know, things like that. Like, I just feel like if you're going to be in the healthcare profession, and again, I'm not trying to comfort anybody who's in the healthcare profession, but what I'm saying is that open up the dialogue, get to know your patients stuff you can understand so you can, you know, you can not diagnose, but you can give them recommendations and you can give them medical advice based on what you know about them. Because yes, there are certain things that apply across the board. Like, you know, if you smoke cigarettes, you're gonna damage or you're gonna like ruin the health of your lungs. If you drink too much alcohol, you know, you're gonna ruin the health of your kidneys. Those things apply across the board to everyone. But for example, she told me to start fasting. I never fasted before. And I feel like that's something where you need to understand your patient and their background before you tell them to start fasting. Dialogue about what my lifestyle looks like. Is fasting sustainable for me? Because I can tell you this, when I'm working remote and my day is like, not even like how long my day is, but how much energy I exert throughout the day. On the days when I'm remote, it's fine. Like I can do it. Like it's not that bad. But on the days when I go into office, when I have to exert so much energy to commute to DC in the morning and then commuting from DC in the evening, I feel like then it would border a very thin line between fasting and just unhealthy eating habits. And I just feel like she didn't even open the floor up for me to have a conversation about it and for me to ask her these questions. So it's just, you know, I don't know. My first thing, respectfully, is I'm gonna look for a new doctor, because I just want a doctor that is going to be able to have those conversations. My second thing is I want to look into getting a dietitian, someone who actually, because doctors are qualified, yes, but I feel like you want to get someone who is like more specialized in that area, and someone who is maybe more trained, not so much in the practice, but trained in the habits of listening to a person, understanding what their lifestyle looks like, and making recommendations based on that. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all ever post something on Instagram and then like you go back and find out that it isn't posted? It pisses me off. But yes, so pre-diabetes, I've been diagnosed with that. So I've been trying to make small changes to my life. You know, trying to cut out some sweets here and there, trying to take in more protein. I read that protein is something that like, not stops your blood sugar, but I think, actually, let me just look it up. Protein slows the rate that carbohydrates enter your bloodstream, which keeps your blood sugar levels steadier. So I've been trying to, you know, eat more things that have protein. I've been drinking protein shakes and stuff. But this is what I'm saying. I need to go to a dietitian to understand, like, if what I'm doing is actually helping. And also, that brings me to why I started drinking olipop. Now, that's purely a TikTok put me on kind of product. And I'm telling you right now, they've changed my life. Prior, and I do miss her very much, I was a ginger ale girl. I love ginger ale. I know everybody's always talking about Diet Coke and Dr. Pepper and all this stuff. I still do enjoy a Sprite every now and again though. But to my core, every fiber of my being, I was a Seagram's ginger ale kind of girl. But I said, okay, if I gotta cut out sodas, if I gotta cut out sugars, I still want my bubbly though. I still like my bubbly. So I was like, okay, let me try these. I heard these are a healthy alternative. Me and Jared tried the orange flavor first, and it was terrible. It tasted like a seltzer, and I don't like seltzer waters. They are disgusting to me. If you drink them, you are far better than me. You're a stronger man than I could ever be, because I can't do a seltzer. The next flavor we tried was a strawberry vanilla. And she was just sweet enough for me to be like, oh, okay. But it wasn't too sweet to where I was like, is this even really healthy? So I like that one. I want to say the next one we tried was the cream soda. Oh, she gave. And then I think this one was the fourth. This one right here, when TikTok said this one is addictive, oh, they meant it. And that's why you can never find this one in stores, because it is the worst kept secret that is the best flavor. It is so good. Woo! But let me tell you their whole spiel. It has prebiotics, botanicals, and plant fibers. And each of the cans have 4 grams or less of sugar. It depends on the flavor. So like this lemon lime one has 4 grams. I think the strawberry vanilla has 2 grams of sugar. And the cream soda one might have 3. Those are the ones I have in my fridge right now. That's one of the changes I'm making. I have been trying a form of fasting that my brother put me onto, which it might work a little different for him. And this is the thing though. So he does this fasting where he eats like, he drinks a lot of water throughout the day. He will have like smaller snacks, but not too many. Like he might have 1 or 2 snacks, and then he'll have like a meal, he'll have like 1 meal a day. And so I've been doing that. That's only easy to do though when I'm remote. You know what I'm saying? And also like, his schedule is just different from mine. So some of his days are shorter because he gets to sleep in. Thus, he has less time to actually be hungry. So it's something I'm working on, Like today, this is my first meal of the day because I slept until about 1, and then I had to run out, do some errands. I had like a drink. I had a boba, and then I drank like some water when I got home, and then I pretty much ate the second I got home. So, I don't know. It really is all just a learning curve. I'm trying to do the best I can with what I got. My skin is looking real. I don't know if it's just because of because the light is like just picking up the highlights on my face, but my skin is looking mighty good. I do have a little situation over here, but I don't want to talk about it. I tell you guys this, my skin has just been getting so much better. And I think it is, well, part of it, I definitely drink a lot more water nowadays, which is good. You should be drinking your water. Water will not be the end all be all of people's skin. I feel like, remember in like 2016, people were like, oh, if you drink like 8 cups of water a day, your skin will be clear. No, it won't be. It'll definitely help, but you already have to have a basically, not perfect skincare routine, but like you need to be doing everything else. Like water is kind of just the icing on top. I'm gonna tell y'all this, and people won't believe me, but I'm telling y'all this right now. The key to good skin is sunscreen. I promise you it is. I promise you it is. Because no matter how much money you're spending on your skincare products, if you're not putting on sunscreen, you're basically wasting your money. Especially if you're using something with super active ingredients. If you are someone who uses any type of exfoliating, whether it's a chemical or physical, and you're not putting on sunscreen every day, oh, girl, I don't know what to tell you. When I started being more consistent with using sunscreen, the first thing I noticed is that my acne scarring, it healed so quickly. Like using sunscreen, I attribute that to the main point that my skin has gotten so much better. Since then, I've been a little influenced online. Not too much though, because I definitely pride myself on taking my skin from like using all these different products and using the harshest chemicals. I definitely pride myself on having a simple skincare routine. I've added in a few more things here and there because I remember I simplified it and I got my skin like down to a regular, but I wanted to add in a few more, like, not additives, but like just a few more things to like kind of target my problems that I was really having. So I'll at least talk about sunscreen right now. I use the Neutrogena sunscreen SPF 50 because I like a high SPF. I'd be lying if I said that it does not give a white cast. It definitely does. I've learned to like blend it out. The white cast does not last too long, but it does give one. I feel like it does sheer out a little bit though, but that is something. But I really like the price point of it. I think it's anywhere between $11 to $13, and I think that's really good for a sunscreen that works really well. So I really like the Neutrogena one. And then as far as reapplying, because that's the thing that I was missing. Because at first I was like, I don't have time to reapply the sunscreen. Like, I really don't. But if you think about how much time you spend in the sun and you don't reapply, that's not gonna give, friend. Like, I work by a really big window, both at work and here. So I definitely need to reapply. I really like, Sunbum has a sunscreen stick that's SPF 30 that I really like. And then Shiseido has one that's SPF 50 that I really like as well. And then I also found like a good spray one that I found on Amazon. It's a Korean beauty line. I'll put the picture and like the title on screen because I forget it. But that's what I used to reapply. I definitely think if you are getting into sunscreen, you need to look into your options of reapplying. I do want to try some other brands, so I definitely want to try Black Girl Sunscreen, because obviously, and I really want to try Supergoop. Something about their packaging makes me want to try it. And it's literally just a white bottle, and like I like their font that they use, and I just love the yellow pump. I was almost tempted to buy it today, but I truly do have enough sunscreen. I've stocked up on all of my products right now. I don't need to buy anything else right now. But I will. Trying to think of anything else new to talk about. I mean, well, yes, you know, as you guys can see, I am in a relationship. So that's happening. That's a thing. He's been on the channel a few times. But don't worry now. This will not become a couples channel. There's nothing more I detest than a couples channel. But that's not true. Nah. No, it is true. Like, their whole thing is that they are dating. I feel like people do not do couple channels anymore because there's either some real weird stuff going on behind the scenes, people think there's some real illegal stuff going on behind the scenes, or they just end up breaking up. Oh, our anniversary is tomorrow. Our monthly. It'll be 7 months tomorrow. 7 months tomorrow, my time. Let me know if y'all want a little video of him. I might just do it anyway for the sake of having content. So we'll see. There's not too much to tell, but I'll save our origin story for if and when he comes on the channel. But as far as content, I have some really fun ideas, man. I have some really good ones coming up. I feel like I keep saying it, but I actually do have some good ones coming up. I know what my first thought out video is gonna be, and I'm so excited to film it. Yeah, that one's gonna be really, really good fun and fresh for me to film. I'm very excited for it. And I feel like I talked about this in last week's vlog too, but just so y'all know, the reactions, the musical reactions are not going away. They are definitely here to stay because that's something I really like to do. I just, you know, I gotta get paid off of the content, and I don't get paid if I use copyrighted material, friends. Y'all listen to music right now though? I feel like we can do like 10 seconds a song before I get copyrighted, so let's go through my my on repeat right now. Here we go. Let's do it, girl. Out of the sea. my, and I can't believe, I just cannot believe how, like, it's so weird to me. It's so weird how people are being, like, trying to come up with all these reasons why they don't like the movie. When it just comes down to one thing, just say you're racist. Like, you're saying all this stuff. Who was a celebrity? Wait. Hold the phone. I'm about to read y'all the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard in your life. Okay, yeah. Paloma Faith, who I don't know who that person is, but Pop Crave, an account on Twitter, they tweeted, Paloma Faith slams new live action Little Mermaid movie. So she posted this on her Instagram story. Just seen the new Little Mermaid with my kids, and while I think Halle gives a good performance and it's great casting, as a mother of girls, I don't want my kids to think it's okay to give up your entire voice and powers to love a man. WTF is this, not what I want to be teaching next generation of women at all. Did you think that back in the 90s when that first one came out? I actually don't know when the first one came out. But what a stupid thing to say. What a stupid thing to say. Like,
what a stupid thing to say.
But just like the unmitigated gall of some people, like, just say you're racist. Just like make it easier on yourself. Stop trying to come up with these bullshit reasons for why you don't want to see the movie or why you don't think it needs to be remade or all this other stuff. Just skip all that. Don't stress your brain out. Don't let the steam come out of your ears. Just say you're racist and be done with it so we can tell you to shut up. I think I'm kind of full. I think I ate enough. I'm pretty full now, to be very honest. What time is it? It's not that late. Okay. Cause I need to wash my hair. I need to do a little deep conditioning mask to get my hair right. I need to shave. I need to take an everything shower. So yeah, I think I might end this. Maybe I'll come back afterwards. No, because I feel like every single time I say that, at least in the last 3 videos that I've filmed, every single time I say, oh, I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I never do. And I just forget to film an outro. So let me just go and end it here. Thank you all so much for spending this time with me while I grab on some food and complain about life and, you know, talk about what's going on with me. Feel free to update me in the comments about what's going on with you. I would love to hear it. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you want more of these, because it's not for me to sit down with a plate of food and talk to my friends. It isn't. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another. Be sure to do something that not only makes you feel good, but makes you feel better. Look at my nails. You love, right? Be honest, you love. They're sickening. Talk nice to yourself before you talk nice to anybody else. And I will see you all in the next one. Take one more sip before we end this. Ooh. Peace.